Well, here we go, here we go, here we go. Thanks for checking it all out. Our next guest is a multimedia maverick whose career has helped launch, laid the groundwork for, helped elevate the legacies of music luminaries such as James M. Tume, Melba Moore, Michael Jackson, and so many others. He's the founder and president of Double Exposure NYC. He joins us to highlight his latest book. So before I let you go, he says, hey, before I let you go, check out my book. So please welcome to the show, Angelo Ellerbee. Angelo, welcome to the show.
Thank you so very much, Bob. I feel like I've been here before. And I thank your kind producers and your kind viewers for allowing me to come back on and listen to what's happening in my career at this stage of the game. Thank you.
Angelo, you've been doing so many things over the years, and we appreciate you and love you for everything that you've done to highlight and expose the careers of so many wonderful people. Thank you. I even sat in your house, and we sat with Dionne Warwick. We sat with a number of people, interviewed them, and just highlighted and exposed, like Double Exposure. We exposed a lot of the things that they were doing in their life.
Yes, and I thank you for that. And I'm celebrating 40 years with Dionne Warwick at this point.
All right.
It is always a pleasure to have relationships that is lasting. It's really important to me. I think what you pour in is what you pour out. And goodness is goodness. And favor is favor.
You know, I tell people all the time, it's that relationships. Can you just open that up a little bit more? Talk about that relationship and how important that is in the business.
Well, relationship is so very important. And I try to tell the young publicists, I try to tell the lay people that it's very important that you establish good relationship. And good relationships is about the truth not being on strike. It's being honest with people. It's being transparent. It's being yourself. It's being original. That is the combining efforts of what relationship is about.
Yeah.
The truth is not on strike. Tell the truth.
Hey, you know what? That's a whole nother book. That's a whole nother book, Angelo.
Hey, man, listen. I think being honest keeps you. My mother used to say, if you tell one lie, you're going to have to tell another lie.
Yeah, exactly.
And you keep lying. So if you start off by telling the truth, you're establishing honesty, loyalty, commitment, all of those things. Because if you take the word friend and you split it in the middle, you got an end of a friend.
Yeah.
So if you start out being honest and direct and loyal, you're going to always have friendships that are going to continue for a lifetime.
And that comes down to integrity also. That includes integrity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you're going to be celebrating the 40 years. Are you going to be doing anything special? I'm talking about this before I get into that fantastic book that you've written. But are you going to do anything special with Dionne?
Yeah. Well, Ms. Warwick and I, along with Antonio Fargas, we're going to be doing a tour of my book. And I'm starting out in the state of New York, then back to Jersey, to Philadelphia, to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm celebrating longevity. I'm celebrating my people. I'm celebrating my culture. It is so fortunate but unfortunate that we have a month to celebrate, which is Black Music Month. We should be celebrating Black music 365 days plus Leap Day. It is important because we're I want to say we're all over contributors of music, not just Black music. We're the discoverers. We implement the importance of sound. It goes back to our days of slavery when all we had was music. And we spoke to God through our music, our pain, our misery, our suffering. We spoke to God in music and song. And we created something that is we are such creators and we always get taken advantage of. And I try to tell these kids to this day, if you do not understand your contractual agreements, if you have a problem with comprehension and reading and writing, take it back to your lawyers. Break it
Ah,
down to a third grade education so that you understand what commitment is about. I am so sick and tired of people of color, Latino, African Americans falling prey to being ambitious as opposed to being ambitious.
yeah.
We want it so fast. We want to be stars. Be careful of that word, star, because if you spell it backwards, that's what you wind up getting into when you don't understand the business of music. And you have to be very, very careful how you go to select your team of people. Don't just hire someone because they told you they were good at what they do. Ask every question that you can possibly ask of them.
Yeah.
Find out what that history is about. Trust is a hard thing. I look at courtships, I look at engagements, then I look at marriage. And that's what management is. It's a marriage.
Yeah.
And it's a marriage on every level of person that you bring to be a part of your team.
Yeah.
You want to trust them. They work for you. Then you all work together. But you're responsible. You're the namesake of it all.
Yeah.
I want young people to understand that they have to do the business of music and then cater to the craft of music.
So I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people sign, they put the pen to the paper for bragging rights, so to speak. You know, say, hey, I work with this company or that company. You know, I just signed with Warner Brothers or whatever. But what kind of deal did you sign? What did you do? What did you make? So I'm glad you brought that up, to go get the mouthpiece, go get the lawyer to do the business for you. Let them analyze that thing and just break it down so that you can understand this business as well as, you know, the love for music.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it is a business and young people need to wake up. I give out maturity pills with a big glass of water each and every day. And I tell them, take this maturity pill and grow up. I won't tell you what I really tell them, but in essence, that's what it is. If you take this maturity pill and you grow up and understand,
Yeah.
you got about a good 7 to 10 years in this business. If you're lucky, you can go on if you do the right business.
Angelo,
And that's important. Yes, sir.
That's very important, and I'm glad and love that you brought that up. But let's jump into your book right about now. Before I let you go, what inspired you to write that book? I know you thought about, you know, some things to put together. You've been thinking about this for a while. You said, hey, this right here is the book, and this right here is the title that I want to use.
You know, I came up with this title because this year went through some medical situations and I wasn't clear about where I was going to be and if I was going to be.
Yeah.
And thank God I am going to be and I'm going to continue.
Yes.
But I thought if anything happened, I didn't want to take all of what James M. Tume and all of my experiences taught me with me. I wanted to leave something for people to go and grow by. I wanted to tell my story, but include their story in my storybook telling.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, I lay out the nitty-gritties of growing up in the city of Newark and growing up as a gay Black male in the city of Newark,
Yeah.
an urban city that didn't understand what it was really all about. It was really important for me to give them the jewels of growing up in Newark to a single parent, just my mom, 8th grade education, a waitress, 4 sisters, 2 brothers. It was a lot of us. And my mother taught me quintessential things of survival, like how to first fall romantically in love with who you are and never let anyone change your originality of who you are. She gave me the kinds of things. My mother, as I said, 8th grade, but I think she graduated from some university of just common knowledge and love and appreciation. I make a lot of money off my mother's teaching still to this day. But I thought that we as a people have been so pigeonholed to think crabs in the basket and pulling each other down. I wanted it to be about unification. I wanted it to be about people coming together and loving one another. I wanted young people and old people alike to have an appreciation to the gift of life, of what God has given to us.
Yeah.
And that I think that we miss that a lot. I want my people to go and grow by. It's, you know, I never took the elevator. I didn't take the escalator. I took the steps. I
get it.
walked each step.
Yeah.
I don't like instant coffee. I like brewed coffee. I don't want anything instant. So when we start to talk about social media, and we talk about, I know somebody in the business that can get me here a little bit quicker. No, I don't want that. Never wanted that. All I ever wanted was to learn and do it on my own. You know, Bob, I started my business out of the basement of my mother's home in Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
I started with no money, but I had I had an energy, and I wanted something to happen for me, because if it happened for me, it was happening for my family. If it was happening for my family, it was happening for my community.
Yeah.
And I'm really about community. I love the people who look like me. I want them to be great, greater, and then the greatest at what they choose to do. This book is really about self-love.
Yeah.
It's not really about the entertainment industry. It's really about the person that has been incarcerated. It's about the domestic violence victim. It's about the HIV positive victim. It's about saying God gives us all chances of life. And as soon as you come out of that, you can be greater at what you go to do in life. And so what I started was the Angelo Ellerbee Fund. And what this fund is going to do it's going to start in the city of Newark. Every dollar off of my book goes to the HIV Center in Newark, New Jersey.
Excellent.
It is going to provide for so many young gay children who are being put out of their homes because of their chosen perspective of lives.
Mm-hmm.
We give them 1 year of home life in our facility. We give them 3 meals a day, and we aid them in a scholarship for them to go to school, for them to find their way.
Oh, wow.
This is about leaving. Yeah. If I was going to leave the face of this earth, I wanted to leave with something and giving something back to a community.
Right.
And so the book is about that.
Mm-hmm. That's great. You know, well, we got to get you back on, because we want to talk about what you're doing in the community, and, you know, how you are funding some of these things in our community also. But where can we go to get your book? They're going to give me a hard rap.
Okay, so the book we're now into pre-sales of the book, and they can go to @XXposure.com. All of my social media is @XXposureNYC.com.
Angelo, we love you. Thank you for that. You know, I'm going to be sure to pick one of those up, because I got to check that out and see what you put the pen to the paper for, and read more about what you're doing. All right. Thank you for all the work that you've done for me, you know, over the years too. And we'll continue working together, just letting people know what's going on in our community and what's going on in the lives of these people that we hear on radio and see on TV.
God bless you.
God bless you. Angelo Ellerbee, founder and president, XXposure. Thank you so much. We love you, man.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right. All right, we'll take a break. I've got a whole lot more coming up next on Open.